uh, wanted to first give you guys throw some light on the application of technology and who is a consumer and what is consumer technology. Talking on the technology is nothing but, it is the way we are solving a problem. Right? In the beginning of the webinar also, I was mentioning the first webinar that every idea is starting with the problem. And then we are converting that into a business opportunity. Now, I wanted to define or differentiate between a business and an entrepreneurial journey. I'll give you a couple of examples. For example, there is a departmental store. And what is the difference between Amazon and a departmental store, right? In departmental store, for example, there is department store that are selling, groceries, small electronics. They're selling stationery and all of those. Versus Amazon. I think the differentiating factor between a departmental store, your local departmental store, and Amazon is technology. In Amazon, anyone can actually become a seller. And you can buy anything from anywhere with the support of technology. Now, say Amazon, right? Say, for example, the one who started in the United States, and today places like say Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, in fact, in tier 2, tier 3 cities as well, we're able to use Amazon is because of the technology integration. So they have an application where anyone can become a seller and the buyer can access the selling products from anywhere. I think that is the biggest differentiating factor between a normal departmental store and Amazon. So just imagine why technology is required. I think first thing, technology is required to scale. Technology is required. What do you mean by scale, right? For example, today I have started metamorphosis in Hyderabad. Slowly we went to Mumbai, we went to Delhi. But for me to grow, for me to have say 10,000 schools or say 1 lakh schools, 100,000 schools, just imagine using technology if the entire content is recorded, where anyone can access entrepreneurship content from anywhere. I think that is where the technology is helping me. And only with the support of technology, I can scale. Now talking about consumer technology, right? I mean, consumer technology is nothing but if at all there is a technology integration to sell anything to your consumers, to your potential customers, is called as consumer technology. For example, robots. There is heavily technology integration idea, or say robots are going to solve a lot of problems for us. There is a technology integration to that. Anything that you are trying to sell, or if at all you're trying to sell robots, or if at all trying to sell any application through robots, is one of the ideas of consumer technology. And another thing that I want to talk on the consumer technology, one simple things, right? I mean, say for example, augmented realities, virtual realities is an example of consumer technology. Here we are trying to sell to our potential customers or consumers in the form of technology. For example, the entire education system, right? If at all you are trying to come up with very engaging videos using virtual reality or augmented reality platforms, is an example of consumer technology. So there is a technology integration and you're trying to sell that technology or that service, technology as a service to your potential customer, is known as consumer technologies. So now I'll give you, see, Forbes has written a very good, interesting article which I am going to read out. Or there are around few trends in the consumer technologies. So they have given a very interesting article called the 7 biggest consumer technology trends in 2022. So here they mentioned consumer technology is a broad category of products and services that cater to helping us solve problems or just have better experiences in our day-to-day lives. Basically, they are trying to solve problems through technology and they are trying to sell to the potential customers. So that is why it is called as consumer technology. The first trend of this consumer technology, like I was mentioning, is rise of the domestic robots. For example, Amazon Alexa, right? There is something called, Google Nest, Google Home, right? So these three, for example, Alexa on wheels, right? I mean, these are all the clear examples of domestic robots. Another thing is that the smarter things, right? The minute now everything is smart, right? Your TVs are smart, your mobile phones are smartphones, everything. So for example, currently the minute I'm buying TV, I'm getting Netflix and YouTube integrated in it. So there are a lot of smart consumer devices that are there. For example, your classrooms. I'm sure most of the schools are using smart boards where you can erase, where you can actually write, you can,
Hey,
scribble.
hey, Pawan. Sorry to interrupt you in the between.
Yeah,
I want to ask you something that you told domestic robots, which uh, artificial technology you told, right? About it.
like Alexa, like, are you talking about, are you referring
Yes,
to that?
yes. Means I'm talking about the technology which is needed in a business, right?
Right, right, right.
But you also mentioned that in this generation the business should must have a integration with technology. Is it correct or whatever?
No, no. I'm just saying that, see, to scale your business, there the technology should be needed. For example, say currently
Should be needed.
metamorphosis, right? For example, say
Yes.
metamorphosis. Currently, we are not using technology much. I mean, but for me to scale to the United States, or say, for example, to 10,000 schools or 1 lakh schools, without technology, how is it possible for me to scale? I cannot have 300 tutors, or say 300 pavans cannot be there to get into 100,000 schools, right? So there should be some technology integration. For example, say recording the videos, say just like how Byju's is doing, or say just like how Unacademy is doing. They all have scaled up using technology as a platform, right? So I'm saying that business need not require technology, but whereas to scale your business, technology is required. And that's a it's we'll talk about, but that's a good question. Thanks. And then I was talking about the smart devices, right? Say smart boards, or say the smart TVs that have come today, the smart phones. All of them are also an example of consumer technologies. We are seeing a lot of gadgets today. We are seeing iPads. We are seeing Kindles and things like that. They're all come under broad category of consumer technologies. And the next is, like I was mentioning about, they also mentioned that, VR or AR. I mean, I think the virtual reality and the augmented reality and the Internet of Senses. Today, the PlayStations or V, or say, in fact, education is also being converted to virtual reality or augmented reality modes, and people are learning a lot of things through virtual realities or augmented realities. So I think this has got very huge scope, and this is giving you a better experience in the business opportunity what you have created. So VR or AR is also an example of the consumer technology. So there is something called as Quest 2 headsets, right? I mean, say there is Oculus. I don't know how many of you guys know Oculus, Quest 2, and all of those. Just try to, see what they're all doing. They're doing some incredibly crazy technology stuff that they're all doing. I really want you all to just open. So here also they mentioned Oculus is reported to have sold close to 2 million of its Quest 2 headsets during 2021. Just look at the scope, right? I mean, Oculus is, I'll also open. I mean, people who do not know what is Oculus, I just wanted to open. Oculus is this, right? I mean, say the entire virtual reality where they are trying to sell games, or they're enhancing the experiences of gaming through these headsets, right? I mean, like this, right? In fact, you can, I mean, yeah. So there are certain applications that have been converted to this virtual reality or augmented reality mode, and people are selling this, right? I mean, there is one more thing that I really wanted to showcase is the Google Lens. Look at this Google Lens or Google Glass, in fact. Yeah. So this is one crazy example of consumer technology, guys. I mean, say, look at the technology integration in that, right? So they're saying, so the smart devices using technology is also one of the examples of consumer technologies, and this augmented reality, virtual reality, and then the next big thing, right? I mean, say, metaverse. I really want to talk about this, right? I mean, say, what is metaverse? Metaverse is nothing but, they have created a platform where they're running a parallel environment of the reality. For example, today we are all meeting over the internet, we're all meeting over Zoom, but in metaverse, I can create a model school where we all can sit in a classroom. We're actually creating an alternate reality, or we are creating an alternate platform using technology, right? Say, for example, I know you all have seen KGF movie. Let me just see what KGF metaverse has. So they have named it as KGF verse.
KGF ಬಸ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇಥೀರಿಯಂ ಎಂದು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಗೂಗಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ₹100 ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ 10 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. KGF ಬಸ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭಿಮಾನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ.
Yeah. So they have created a parallel environment in metaverse on KGF, right? So they have tokens, they have created an avatars of this, the hero here. I really want you guys to just explore what is this KGF verse in some time. And so basically metaverse is nothing but a parallel environment that has been created where they are attracting people to come to that platform, and they are creating some contests or games or things like that. So in fact, experience live concerts. Okay. And then the next thing is 5G, smart homes, and the Internet of Things, right? I mean, I really wanted you all to explore this, right? I mean, what is Internet of Things? Internet of Things is nothing but there is a hardware or there is a device which can be controlled through software. For example, I want to give an example of IoT through one very easy example on this IoT is Google Nest, right? I mean, for example, you can control your entire electricity of your home using a mobile phone, using smartphones. Now these days, there are fans that have come where there's remote, and you can control the fan using remote, or you can control the entire switchboards or the electricity of your home using your mobile phones. Google Nest is doing that. I'll give you an example here. Yeah, right, so Google Nest. So this Google Nest, build your connected home. So they're saying that your entire home can be managed using this Google Nest. Right, so there is the camera, there is something called Nest Aware, there is Nest Audio. There are so many things, right? You can control your entire home using this Nest Aware. I'll show you. Smart homes using IoT. I'll just give you an example. And another big example of IoT is say connected cars, right? Say for example, today we have a technology where we can in fact tell what kind of so today we can in fact control your car sitting at home. I can in fact suddenly stop the car sitting at home using this connected cars, right? So connected cars is nothing but it is using some wireless local area networks, and today I can in fact get the reports on how much speed my car is going on. When all my driver has given harsh brakings, if at all there is an accident to my car, everything I can just sit at home and then I can get access to all of those details. So this is nothing but internet of things, right? I mean, we are controlling the hardwares using softwares is nothing but IoTs. I'll show you one very interesting feature. Look at what BMW is doing, right? So they're saying that BMW Group and Vodafone integrate 5G and personal eSIM networking into your vehicle for the first time. So your vehicle will have internet now. Just imagine if at all your vehicle has internet, you can get everything. So they're saying that the new 5G mobile radio standard will significantly increase the data transmission options compared to the previous standards. This will create a new data-based application and increase the quality of existing applications and all. For mobility, So this means a comprehensive extension of database services in the field of entertainment and infotainment, automated and assisted driving, and above all, the road safety. So you will get to know where are the speed breakers, where is the traffic, everything you'll get to know within the car itself. You need not turn on your Google Maps and things like that. So I'm saying that this is all an example of IoT. So if you are having any idea related to IoTs, I think there is a huge scope on that as well. And finally, this NFTs, blockchain, and digital twins, right? I mean, what are these NFTs, right? I mean, so everyone is going gaga over these NFTs. I know I've got a message also that, what is my opinion on NFTs? I think we are too early to, in fact, talk about NFTs at this time, because I think still some more awareness has to be created related to NFTs. NFTs are nothing but non-fungible tokens, and we are talking about the tokens that can be created and stored on blockchains. For example, basically, just like how we are saving the old currencies, today, if all you see, there is a huge scope for the oldest currency. People are going crazy over it because those are all the rarest elements. So in NFTs, I think we are creating a parallel universe, and then we are taking some unique tokens and all, and we are kind of trading those tokens, right? So I'll take just one entire session on NFTs and blockchain, probably next weekend. People who are interested, you all can join. But today, since we're talking about consumer technologies, I think blockchain, NFTs, and digital twins. I think these are something, you know, that is picking up. You know, these are all very. You guys will have early moves advantage if you have any ideas related to NFTs or blockchains. So we'll talk about you know, all of those. So 7 interesting trends that are there. One is, like I was mentioning, you know, the domestic robots, like say Alexa. There are a lot of AI integrated tools that are helping you to get things done. And the second one is the smarter gadgets or the smarter devices. Today, I was talking about, say, this, you know, Amazon Fire Stick that is there. There are, you know, Google Chrome, or I don't know, Chromecast, right? I mean, Chromecast is one device. So these are the smarter devices that are helping you all to cope up, or say to get across a lot of applications. And the next thing I will start mentioning about is the virtual reality or augmented reality, right? Any application can be converted to augmented reality or virtual reality and give a crazy experience to you all. We talked about metaverse, we talked about IoTs, Internet of Things, the connected cars, or say the smart homes. And then we talked about, I mean, you know, I just mentioned about NFT, blockchain, and digital twins, which we will have a separate discussion on that. So I'm saying that any student, if at all you all have ideas related to consumer technologies, I think you all should explore these consumer technologies. Technology is must to scale your idea. And today, consumer technologies have almost 20% of usage, or 20% of the market has been captured using these consumer technologies. Okay, so once again, I'll reiterate, we spoke about education, healthcare, spoke about sustainability, we spoke about agriculture. Consumer technology is one of the sectors that we are very much keen to explore if you all have ideas. I'm sure already when I'm just scanning the ideas that you all have sent. Few of them have come up with the robots that can clean the floors. Few of you guys have come up with some good smart gadgets and all of those. So I'm glad that, you know, you're all thinking in those lines. So you know, before I you know, move on to the second segment of today's discussion, which is again Global Schoolpreneur Summit, you know, where all you are all standing and things like that. If you all have if anyone has any question, please feel free to ask or put it on the chat box. I'll answer those. I've got one message on, you know, what is your thoughts on NFTs? Like I was mentioning, you know, we are too early to kind of comment or judge anything on NFTs because it's too early. I don't think the infrastructure is ready yet for NFTs, or enough awareness has been created. But I think blockchains and NFTs are going to solve a lot of blockchain or NFTs are going to solve a lot of global problems. So the entire supply chain industry today, they're all using blockchain methods or blockchain algorithms to bring things to be more efficient. I think one question that I've got is from Paras. He's having an idea on renewable energy. When will be the session on energy? Yes, this is a very good segment on energy. In fact, during sustainability itself, we were supposed to cover this energy, but Paras, you know, we will have one session completely on the clean energy, or say the clean tech or climate tech. This is one of my favorite topics, which I really wanted to address. So Malika, let us schedule that to next Saturday on the clean tech. You know, I'm sure you guys will love that session too. Session on clothes or fabrics. So Ahmed, very interesting topic. On the retail, you know, I'm planning to do one session next weekend on the entire retail, not just clothes or fabrics, right? I mean, it could be any brand that you wanted to start, or say on the consumer brands. See, today we talked about consumer technology, where technology is going to be a platform to solve the problems. But consumer brands is something that I'm going to talk about. Say we are going to cover on FMCGs, right? I mean, fastest mover consumer goods. I'm going to cover on D2C, direct to consumer brands. I'm going to talk about the clothings, or say the retail outlets that are there. If at all you have any ideas on that, I'm glad that you have asked. So next Saturday we'll do that. All right, great. So once again, I reiterate, we are getting overwhelming response for Global Schoolpreneur Summit. We have, almost, we are nearing to, almost, around 1,000 ideas we are going to complete by next weekend. And, we're also talking to a lot of our partners to support the student ideas, to ensure that every student is getting right mentoring if at all they have ideas. So Global Schoolpreneur Summit, people who did not apply, just experience this. Because the applications are open only till October 15th. And after that onwards, the competition is going to start. We are going to curate the best ideas, and we are going to award 18 under 18. We are, for all the top 100 ideas, you will get close mentoring from us. And in fact, you are going to get the entire course materials from Metamorphosis as such. So it's going to be a crazy experience for you also. Students who did not apply yet, please do apply. And I think, I've got one more question. Please make the next session after 3 p.m. on upcoming Saturday, because we're having school class. All right. So I'll check with our partner schools as well. Abhik has messaged, I had a business idea on business. I'm working on it for 1 year now. It is made to help enterprise to create a company within a day. Great. I mean, these are all comes under, the services. I think the consumer services, right? I mean, so you are giving a service for us. Great. So I'll listen to that, what your idea is. Cool. All right, I think we have a few students from Sanjay Godawat, we have few students from, rest of the schools as well. So, I'm planning to take one session completely on the retail or consumer brands next week. I'm planning to change the, what do you call, the format of the sessions. We will have more hands-on from next week. We will have more workshops, kind of a session starting from next week. So I really want people who are attending, get ready with your pen and paper. We will do a lot of hands-on experiences starting from the next week. All right. So Paras is saying, please share the link for submission of idea, because I'm unable to find it on website. I think it's pretty easy. I'll just share the screen again. You just have to go to metamorphosisedu.com. I'll just copy paste the link on our chat box. All right, feel free to apply. Great. All right, I think I've promised a couple of things. One is I'm going to take up one entire session on blockchain NFTs. So students who are interested, you can join. This will not be a part of GSS webisode, but we'll let us do one masterclass on that. So students who are interested to know about NFTs, metaverse, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, bitcoins, things like that, you guys can join that. And next session we are going to do it on consumer brands. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the webinar.
Thank you